What's up? Honor Hammer 26 here, and I'm here to give you my WWE Summerslam 2009 pay-per-view review. Overall, I'm going to say this is a great SummerSlam. I'm going to give it an 8.0. I'll get to why I said that during this video. We started off the night with Dolph Ziggler versus Rey Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship. This is one of the strongest openers I've seen in a very, very long time. Just a lot. Rey Mysterio did a lot of lucha stuff. He just looked very good here. Dolph Ziggler got put over, and this was just a great opener, and I just loved it. And I felt that Chris Jericho and Rey Mysterio's series of matches for the Intercontinental title maybe couldn't have held up to this, or Dolph Ziggler and Rey Mysterio's series of matches can't hold up to Jericho and Rey's, but they did their frickin' best in this match, and I salute the fuck out of them, and they did a hell of a job. So I'm gonna give it 3 3/4 stars. Just an awesome way to start off SummerSlam. Next we got MVP versus Jack Swagger. This started with a promo in the back, which then led right to their match. But this match was just kind of there. It was okay, nothing special. Just them kind of doing their thing, and I mean, this is a match that maybe felt kind of Raw-like. I mean, they could have done a lot better, I feel. And I'm going to give it 2.5. But it wasn't the worst thing on the card. But it was okay. It was just okay. It was just there. Nothing special about it. Next we got the WWE Tag Team Championship match. Chris Jericho and The Big Show versus Cryme. This match was actually pretty good to my surprise. I actually thought this might have been just okay, but this was good. I actually really liked it. Cryme busted their asses, and I was very proud of them. And Chris Jericho's always his good self, and the Big Show did pretty well in this match, even though his singlet looked really stupid. But yeah, I think all three of them, or all four, sorry, did very good in this match for the sole reason that they had good tag team psychology and just a lot of great spots, I guess would be. Not a lot of great spots, but a lot of great psychology spots, and just very good storyline type of match. And I'm going to give it 3 stars. Just it was a good match between the teams, and I felt that they could have done a lot worse. So they did a very good job, and I'm very impressed with that. Bringing somewhat of prestige back to the WWE Tag Team division. Then next we had the worst match of the night, in my opinion, Kane and Great Khali. This got Tyme, which I was not that happy with, compared to one other match on the card, which I'll get to, which didn't get Tyme. And this was just, it was bad. It was what I expected out of this match, really. I mean, I wasn't pissed because I expected this match to be as good as it was, so I'm going to give it a star. It's just very abysmal and very lackluster, because Kane and Great Khali, they kind of have a little bit of chemistry together, but they didn't show it here. I mean, they had a couple of moments where I thought this match could be okay, but it was bad. I just didn't like it. And the best part of the match was when it was over, so I didn't have to watch it anymore. I mean, it was bad. I didn't like it at all. Then next we got DX versus Legacy. DX's entrance took way too frickin' long. And this match, for that reason, took way too frickin' long. I did not enjoy it all that much. I mean, it just carried on. I mean, it was okay because it carried on, but I knocked it down a little bit. I mean, it was just okay. This is the part of the card that kind of dragged on a little bit, because you had such a great start, and I'll get to how great the last match was in a minute, but just so much time, and it should have gone 15 minutes. This went about 25 or around 30, and just the finish was just kind of there. This was your basic match if it was just kind of there and got way too much frickin' time. I'm gonna give it 2 1/4 stars. Some people might feel I'm overrating this match, and some people might feel I'm underrating it, sorry. And it's just, this match was very just kind of, you either liked it, thought it was okay, or you hated it. This is one of those very controversial matches where you could be all across the board for that kind of thing. It was just okay, nothing special, and it was carried on way too long. Next we got Christian versus William Regal, and the about 5 seconds this match got. I mean, this match went 10 seconds or something like that, and this is what it worked storyline wise. I'm gonna give it a no rating because it's not gonna get a dud because it doesn't deserve that. But this didn't get time, and Kane Great Khali did. It just doesn't make sense. A lot of sense in my book, and I don't know really. It was just I didn't enjoy it. I did enjoy this match, but I didn't enjoy the kind of WWE's priorities with this pay-per-view kind of weren't in order in some parts. So even though this was a great pay-per-view, I felt that it could have been way better with just some of the facts that went on during the pay-per-view. It was one of my big gripes was this match did not get the time it needed, and another match should have went way a lot. A couple of matches should have gotten way less. And the next match was for the WWE Championship, Randy Orton versus John Cena. This match was way too overbooked. I mean, okay, the first part of this match was great, 4 stars. Then we got, I'm gonna split this up into 4 parts. I mean, just try and stay with me here. First part, 4 stars. And the second part, after I got restarted the first time, I gave it 3. Then it just kept going downhill and downhill. Then I got restarted again, and I gave it 2, and then I got restarted again, and I thought it was a dud. It was terrible. I mean, a fan jumped the ring in the middle of this match, and it was just... First, Randy Orton got disqualified, then he got counted out, then just a whole bunch of crap, and just, it was way overbooked, and it was looking, at the beginning of this match, the first half, was looking like it was going to be better than SummerSlam '07, their match from that pay-per-view. But it ended up being just okay, and just way too overbooked, and just way too overwhelming, and it was just, it should have been something else on the way what they were doing, with the first about 10 minutes of this match, but then it just went way downhill. I'm going to give it 2 3/4. I mean, it should have been way better than that. I might be even overrating it with how bad it ended with 2 3/4 stars. Then we got everything that righted the ship with this card in the main event. Everything I expected from this match, and maybe even a little more. CM Punk and Jeff Hardy. Wow. Just, I sat there and was marking out the entire frickin' match. It was everything I love about both of these guys, and you know I'm a big CM Punk fan, so he just busted his ass. Jeff busted his ass, and we did get the big ladder spot we expected in this match. Jeff did a swanton off the top of the biggest ladder they had, or the second biggest ladder they had, threw an announce table on CM Punk, and he did hit it successfully. Just a lot of good chair shots, and just the right guy went over. It was perfectly booked, and the match itself was 4.5 stars, and it does make my top 10 countdown of matches this year. This was just great. Then, after that match, Undertaker made his return, and that's how it was a 5-star segment. I mean, it was just great. Undertaker made his return, because the lights went out, and Undertaker's theme played with CM Punk standing over Jeff Hardy holding up the world title like that, and then he looks down, and it's Undertaker, not Jeff Hardy. Undertaker grabs him by the throat and chokeslams him, and that was just great ending to the pay-per-view, and I'm going to give it an 8.0 as I said, and I recommend this pay-per-view, so see ya.